Oh, Great Spirit, thank you. Yeah, really, thank you. You know, I come here almost every day. Almost every day. I come to this spot here with my beaver tree, the dragon root. Been coming here every morning, especially for a little while now. Here she is. It's like I found a part of myself I lost. Or thought I lost. Remembered a piece. Something. It's that feeling. I was coming down here to release some pieces. It's almost like a new little altar being made. Got the little water shell, the white north, the west earth, the east fire, the south water, and the heart in the middle. All the broken pieces, put them back together with gold. Not going to try to put that piece into words yet. But I found this beautiful little balance this morning between honoring the blackout and being in the silence, and yet staying connected with my family. And sharing how much I appreciate them. Being connected, especially right now. And with my, with Brandy, my counselor, my sister, my MST sister, Delphine, the lieutenant, saying, stay connected. Don't pull back all the way. So, but I have deleted all of the offloaded all the apps, YouTube, Facebook, Messenger, all the apps except for my capoeira and Sadhguru, and obviously my music. And I kept the email on because I do believe Monday we will hear back from the publisher for the Oracle deck. Maybe not Monday, but definitely Tuesday. So I kept that open. But PayPal, Zoom, all of it. I offloaded all the apps. And so, gosh, it feels good. It definitely feels good, I must say. I've kept Google Photos. just so that I know my images, my photos will get uploaded. And I'm going to keep these very, very short, but with everything being offloaded, there's much more memory on the phone. So, but it does have me remembering to be sure that one of the pieces I need to have available and ready is one of those iPhone zip drive thingies. So, thank you, Spirit. And guidance-wise, it's been spend your mornings just being here, having our walks, feeling the cool mornings. When it starts getting peoply, when it starts getting warmer, it starts getting peoply, a little more peoply. However, yeah, I mean, we saw one person on the bike path. That was it. So, but I've got my neoprene on. I'm trying out these shoes, and they're irritating my feet. My water shoes have created this little ridge thingy on my toe, and it was starting to get painful. My barefoot shoes, and I don't want to mess with my moccasins. I want to keep those for ceremony. Started getting some holes on the bottom of them already, and they were gifted to me by a dear, 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 dear sister. And of course, they were turning my feet colors. So following Rashini here. Where are you, Chief? Wait for me. Chief? Thank you. I see you. You knew I was catching up. That's why you didn't respond that time. Wasn't a real one. You felt the difference. Thank you. That's the thing. It was interesting, and I'm not saying that brother is wrong. That is his truth. Our brother this morning on our fire family, I mean, it's out in the public. We share it live on Facebook. For myself, I feel the shadows versus needing you. He shared something about being able to see and be face to face with family, and there are those that need that physical face to face connection. I am not negating that whatsoever, and I can honor and appreciate that. However, for myself, I feel like I'm more like the owl, where because he was saying something about the shadows hide behind the non-presence, so to speak, behind the veil, behind the camera. And that's definitely, good morning, well and true. Like I said, I can honor and appreciate that. However, for myself, I have found it's right out there in the open, and we put our masks and faces and costumes and different things on, so to speak. The wolf in sheep's clothing isn't hiding. It's right out there with the sheep. And so for myself, when I turn off the cameras, I'm not watching. I'm feeling, listening, feeling. And that's where you could say energies, the shadows hide. Mm. It's just two different sides of the coin, and neither one are right, neither one are wrong. It's somewhere right in the middle. It's both. It is both. And so, yeah, for myself, being able to remember to go back into that feeling space and feeling the energies and seeing what's underneath the masks, feeling what is underneath the masks. Now when I see it in the physical or with the cameras on, the two working together is quite interesting. And I'm still learning to navigate that one a little bit because, there's some of that comes from my own baggage and trigger wounds, so to speak. And so I'm grateful for being shown that, and taking another, and the wisdom that was something that Brandy had shared with me. And I am so grateful for her wisdom. When I shared with her this, not yesterday, but the visit before, I had shared with her what had taken place and that I have pulled back completely, and I've been sitting with myself and listening to myself and feeling and processing, going, and she says, that's actually one of the wisest things that you could do. You're still engaged, but you've pulled way back and are processing and listening and taking a look at your side before re-engaging fully. I'm like, yes. She goes, well, that is actually very wise, because if we respond, then we tend to create wounds that may not be able to be healed, or it's going to take a lot more processing on both sides. And I was like, you're right. She said, so she was very proud of me, and that coming from a fellow female veteran who's been working with a lot of PTSD, MST folks and their families and the whole 9 yards, and she shares with me a lot her relationship with her family and her husband, and it's like, wow. So I'm very, very grateful. It felt like my adopted mom was speaking through her, going, don't question yourself. Don't question yourself. You are doing just fine, and you are following your heart, and you are being very, very wise. And instead of having to do damage control, you are doing that damage control, so to speak, inside of yourself. And of course, then we both had a really, really good laugh when we started talking about how I asked AI, how does the divine feminine forgive the divine masculine for all of these years on this earthly plane? I mean, I get it on the spirit plane. I can understand it and get it on the emotional or psychological plane, but on this physical plane, that can sometimes be a different story. So we both had a really good laugh with that and what AI's response was, and I kind of lifted up my little Paxier Renew book, and I'm like, oh, I said, this was the big core thing with my adopted mom. was that male, masculine, colonialist power over paradigm. Especially thinking that they have the rights over us women. And so that has been her big, big thing. And she says, that's why I'm still on this earth after 94 years. Well, I looked at Brandy and I says, sometimes I feel like my adopted mom has passed the baton over to me. And I said, right now I can't say I'm navigating it really completely well. Or maybe I'm navigating it, but I'm like, oh, you got to help guide me through this. You've got to help guide me through this, Mom, from the other side. Now that you're on the other side and you can understand, maybe you can help guide me. And I appreciate the guidance. I am grateful for the wisdom, and I open to accept. Thank you. I need to take care of Rashini here because, oh my gosh, I'm going to have another hold of China to cover up. Yeah, buddy, this is not a good spot for that. You had that opportunity down at the other place. Thank you. Love you.